Okay, I'm finally making this video. I've had the props or the stuff I needed for this video for fucking months, and I'm finally making it.
Okay, so before we get this metaphorical show on this more metaphorical road, there's some things about this video which I very clearly need to address. Number one, the audio. I'm so sorry. I either recorded with a microphone or recorded with a normal microphone like this one, which I always do them for some reason, because the world loves me. I think it recorded at a mute level, which is more common than I would love to admit. So I decided to go with the camera audio, which isn't great, but it's all I can do. Like, there's no other alternatives, and I don't want to just scrap this video because it is pretty good. I think it's decent. It's also important to the channel, which is why after a year and a half, I've finally fucking uploaded it. This video's been sitting in the files for a while. I remember this was like the last thing I was working on in terms of YouTube video-ish before I disappeared. I remember thinking it was shit and not enjoying making it, and then I went back to it. Now I've started doing this again. I remember thinking like, oh, it's actually not bad. It's just a normal video. I was way too harsh on myself. Fuck, I was not in a good headspace, was I? So I went back through, cleaned it up, and here we go. Sorry for the audio, sorry for it being so late. I can finally just stop stressing about this video existing in my head. Hopefully the audio doesn't hurt you too much. It hurt me quite a lot, so I know how it feels. Goodbye.
Also, if I seem like I'm a little bit shorter in this video, it's because my chair is at the shortest height it is, and I'm actually quite short. But I'm not. I'm not. My legs are cramped kind of right now. But I have to do this because if I go over to camera 2, I need to be short and able to fit in this camera. Yeah, we got a dual camera setup. God, see, budget. So essentially, I mentioned this a while ago, but I've had a box under my desk with something in, which I ordered months ago. I spent a lot of money on, which I'll not be disclosing because I'm really embarrassed by how much money I spent. It's more than I was supposed to because of eBay lying about the dollar to UK conversion rates and fucking triple-digit custom fees. But we're not talking about that, are we, camera 2? No, we're talking about what's actually in the box, and I'm excited to open it. I've opened it once. I opened it once just to check that what was in there was actually in there and it wasn't damaged or anything, because I'm not going to spend that much money and just not check, and half a year passes and then it's broken, and then I just can't do anything about it. So I checked to make sure it was okay, and it is. This was months ago. I can actually check on my phone right now to see how long ago it actually was. This was early 2021, by the way. I think I ordered it like January, maybe even 2020 I ordered it, and it came like March or something. Well, I don't know what I'm guessing. We're going to find out. I had blonde hair when this came. Okay, here we go. It came 15th of April 2021, and I'm now recording this. I probably shouldn't say this because it will expose how long I actually take to decide to edit these videos. On the 17th of August. So that's 4 months. But I guess we're finally going to open it, aren't we? I'm actually quite excited because this is... Well, I'm just going to start opening it and then we'll get into it. Actually, finally put it on the wall like you're supposed to do when I work this thing. Okay, so I have camera 2 so you can see what I'm actually doing. This is the box it came in, as you can see, fucking huge. I censored all my address and stuff on it. I know I didn't. There's a bit here with it. There's so many addresses. Okay, well we're just gonna not show that side. Okay, so this is I need to move back. There's a lot of this stuff in there, which is good because we've wrapped it. Obviously made sure it wasn't gonna break, which I appreciate. It was so cute, by the way. The guy who I ordered this from was this came from Ukraine, by the way, from eBay as usual. This came from, I look so short on the camera right now. This came from Ukraine, and the guy who ordered it was obviously Ukrainian. I'm pretty sure it's the word. And so his English wasn't brilliant. And so when we were like talking about like the Plaque and stuff and like how much it's gonna cost and all that kind of stuff, he was trying to communicate in English. He wasn't doing it great, but he was trying, and it was quite adorable. But yeah, this is from Ukraine, and we're gonna go into more details the more we open it. I'm gonna have these fucking white balls everywhere. There's already, oh, I've already dropped one. Shit. No, because I've already like opened. You might be able to see it. But I've already opened it a little bit, just like I said, just to check and make sure it's all okay. That's why these are all broken already. So I've opened it to the point where you can see the box, and it's beautiful. I say you can see the lid, but hold on. So this box here obviously has the modern YouTube logo on, which changed, I want to say around 2017, late 2016 when they made this, maybe it was in 2018. But this plaque is from, I think, 2016 era YouTube, like early 2016 era, before they changed the plaques into those ones over there. So everything is different. including this box, which means I have another box here, which is actually a bit bigger. I think it's a bit thicker. Well, I mean, I'll compare them when they come out. So I don't know where I want to put this box, because this one, as you can see in most videos, is there in the back of my setup as, like, you know, another thing to display. I don't know where to put this one. This one's a bit scuffed now, by the way, because it keeps falling down behind my bed. But yeah, now we're going to try and get it out of the actual fucking package. Might just have to lift it. Okay, camera 2. Do your thing. It's actually pretty heavy. Look at that. See, I need to, okay, the mic's over here. It's the old YouTube logo, and it's covered in white. It's a bit scuffed at the back, but the plaque itself is fine. From what I remember. I'm excited to actually open it properly and like have a proper look at it, so I need to look for a second just like I said, just to make sure it's okay. But look at that. It's heavy, by the way. It's heavier than the newer plaque. Like I said, I believe the reason they started to make the plaques different is because it just costs too much to make these ones over and over, and the amount of people who were hitting these milestones needed for plaques became way too much for them to like mass produce them, which is essentially what they do with the new ones. They just like produce them massively and then just like have a machine that writes all the names on, because it just engraves it. But these are different, which you'll see in a minute. If you haven't seen them, by the way, if you're like a newish viewer, it's weird because I've been watching YouTube for years. I've been doing it since like 2014. But 2016 was half a decade ago. So some people watching this might not have even watched YouTube at the time, may not even realise that these are old rewards, and might see people having them in videos and feel like, where the fuck is that from? Is that real? It is real. It's just nostalgic, at least to me. Okay, it's just covered in white. I'm gonna have to bring like a hoover up here later on. Okay, how am I gonna... Oh god, there's so much shit in the way. Fucking hell. Okay, this just lifts up. Also, as you can see, it has a little sticker on the bottom with... Okay, that's going to adjust. There's a sticker on the bottom which says the link to the channel, which you'll see in a minute, is more than just a link to the channel. It has a sticker saying the name of the channel or whatever, which is weird. I don't know if that was a thing that happened to all plaques. I didn't actually see that and think about that before today. Maybe it was just the thing this person who sold it to me put on there so he knew what plaque it was. Maybe it had multiple, or maybe it was something that people who actually made the plaques did to discern which was which in the factory. I don't know, honestly. It'd be interesting to find out. I'll never find out. How the fuck would I find out? Okay, so we're gonna push the top of the box off and hope that the plaque doesn't fall out. It's so dusty. Fuck. Oh, it's all over my bed. Okay. 3, 2, 1. That failed in every way possible. This is the lid. It's beautiful. I forgot, as every YouTuber does, I forgot about this little cling film thing. Okay. My window's behind camera 2, so it's reflected too much. Look at that. That's fucking beautiful. I haven't looked at it since I actually like took it out. I haven't looked at it since I've actually checked it like all those months ago just to make sure it was okay. That's so cool. Oh my god, this is so sick to actually have it. The fact I've had it for so long in my room, just kind of sitting there, makes it a little bit weirder. That's so cool, man. Look at that. This is really cold, by the way, because this is like a metal frame. Also, yes, the name. You might be wondering why it's just loads of gibberish. This is not how Ukrainians speak. This, I believe, is when you type in like YouTube channels, youtube.com/channel/ and then it's loads of like letters and stuff just to discern it. That's what I assume this is. So in a second, we are gonna look up what channel this is, because I haven't done that. We're gonna type in this and see if the channel's still there, who the channel is. So I haven't done that yet. I assume it's some Ukrainian channel. Unless he stole it. But that's so cool. I'm gonna take it out of the box fully because I haven't actually done that yet. Oh, that's so cool. This is so much cooler than the new one. Like, I understand why they stopped making these, but it's so cool. It's smaller. Hold on, I'll have to... It's a bit smaller. Hold on. Oh, it's actually... Yeah, it's actually a bit bigger. You can't see that. So if I put it on top, it's actually a little bit bigger. It looks about the same. God, it looks like one of those like simplified logo memes at the moment. That is where it's going to go, by the way. It's going to go just above the modern one once I clean it up a little bit. That's so cool. Here's the thing. You can take... there's those screws. Okay, fine. I'm not going to do that. Because you can take this out. People have took the actual plaque part off and like put it on necklaces and stuff. I'm obviously not going to do that, but like, you can do that. Also, look at this shit. Just stands on its own. That's so cool though. Like, there's loads of different versions of this type of plaque. This isn't the original plaque. It's like the most recent version of the original plaque. There's a version where like these are rounded, and I think it was a bit bigger. And instead of like the YouTube logo being at the bottom, just the title of the channel, It used to have like the logo of the channel at the bottom right, and it would say like, you know, whatever on it. But this is basically the plaque of YouTube that I wanted when I was younger, and I'd see people like Jacksepticeye accepting these 100k awards, being like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, that'd be so cool. This was essentially the plaque I was like dreaming of getting, and like dreaming of having if I ever hit 100k. Obviously, then they changed it to that award back there, which I was like, okay, well I can't get that award now. But with the power of money, all I want to say is thank you, Furlough. Okay, so we're gonna Google now whose fucking channel this actually is. I'm really curious. I actually have no idea. Like, I generally have no idea. Some when people sell these plaques on eBay and stuff, they censor the channel. I don't know why, because it gives you a rough idea of where the person lives. So people don't find that out. Maybe they don't want people to go to the channel. Obviously, I'm now telling everyone. I don't know, but I'm interested. Alright, I spent fucking enough to find this out. So I believe that's 2 underscores. It is capital sensitive. This is the fucking mystery. What if this is like a murder case I'm discovering? I think it's 2 underscores. Okay, so it just took me to the home screen? Maybe it's just 1 then. It's on the same. So look at the sticker. No, that is definitely 2 underscores. Okay, yeah, it's not bringing anything up, which is strange. Maybe the channel's deleted. I mean, even then it would say channel's deleted. It just goes to like this weird YouTube where I can't do anything. You can just copy and paste that in, see where it takes me. It just shows loads of con shorts and this random Dead by Daylight video. Okay, I don't. Yep, no idea. No fucking clue. The secret remains. I mean, there's not really space for you in here at the moment. I'll let you know when you can come in. Something you might realise about this and the thing in the box is, where's the letter? So when I got that plaque, it came with the letter, and I found it really cool. And it was a modern letter, which actually wasn't the most recent letter. Another one came out afterwards, which I'll tell you how I found that out in a minute. But this one didn't come with one. I knew it wasn't going to come with one, but this was the cheapest I could get one on eBay, because they go for a lot. They go for like 4 digits. I didn't pay 4 digits, I promise. That is a genuine promise. I wouldn't fucking with that. I'm just gonna check in the box just in case, because he might have left one in there. No, there's no letter. That's fine, like I expected. However, there isn't no letters in this video, because in between the first play button video and this one, which was, you know, admittedly like 8 months, but this was like quite early on, I got these, which are official YouTube letters for different subscriber milestones and at different times. Like I said, the one over there is the 2020 version, I guess, and these two, at least one of them, is the 2021 version, which I believe is this one, and this is some other weird one. I don't fully understand. This is the 1 million one, this is the 100,000 one. They're both new, but they're not both of the same time. These are real, by the way. I know people obviously worry and think I've been scammed. However, these are real. I was looking at YouTube play buttons on eBay as usual, and I saw this plaque come up to being sold with one of the play buttons, one of the silver play buttons. I'll read out some of it. It says, some 100,000 subscribers, just how far you have come. If each of your subscribers were a light year, they could take you from one side of the Milky Way to the other. That's far. That's weird. Weird intro, which I've never heard before. It's quite an informal thing. And I was like, is this real? This is strange. So I went into a YouTuber who I recently knew, who I recently knew had hit 100,000 subscribers recently, being Blue Van Man. Went to his special milestone thing and was looking to see if he had done any kind of like plaque opening, which he had, which is obviously the new plaque. He read the letter out, and it was the same as this. This was a genuine letter. And obviously it was very likely this was real because he had the letter with the plaque. But you know, people are weird. He could have just made a fake one for fun, tried to sell it on for more money. And the same seller was selling a gold play button, which is one of the new ones obviously as well. And this letter was with it, which I don't think is the most recent one. Or it might have been. The reason I say that and that I know these two aren't from the same times is because, as you can see the layout of this one with all the paragraph breaks and stuff, there's a gold one which has the same paragraph break stuff to try and link them up together. And then this one is from a different time, because it doesn't have those paragraph breaks, but it's still quite recent. This one says, if you took 1 step for each subscriber you have, do you know how far that would get you? For starters, over 13 times around the perimeter of Beijing, or 14 times around Paris, or 15 times around New York. That's because you have over 1 million subscribers. I don't, but I have the letters. I think like these might actually be from the same time period because they have similar paragraph stuff and they say similar things. I don't know. Either way, I've had these in my room, in front of my wardrobe, for fucking months. Every time I try and get a shirt out, I have to move them, and it's just a mild inconvenience which I didn't need. So I couldn't put them up until I made this video, but now I've made this video, so now we can put them up and put them in the background, and they can be out of the way. As you can see though, I don't have the 100k letter for the plaque I just brought. Mr. Massey Welsh did not come back to me on that one. I haven't done anything to do with these for a while, but if I can get them, it would be cool to have more of the letters, like I said in that last play button video. So what a fucking collection I've got now, right? This looks good for camera 2. But not quite camera 1. Look at that. Beautiful. But yes, that is the video. This feels like I'm some kind of weird librarian. Hope you learnt something, maybe. Who knows? Am I educational now? Maybe that'll get me wide revenue. More than 0 is more. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm glad I can finally put these up. Now I finally recorded this. This is such a cool award though. Like I said, I really find it amazing. This is something, but this old one is something else, man. Like that one, like I said, it might be scrapped at some point, so it's, you know, kind of history, kind of not. This is generally a collector's item, which some people might think is stupid, but some people actually think it's pretty cool. So there's some people actually think this is pretty sick. Thumbnail time, by the way. Okay. Wait, this is so sick. It's really hefty also, it's really heavy. Maybe one day I'll open it up and try and, you know, have a better look at it. Maybe. It's pretty good condition also, like it's a little, you can just about see it's a little bit of, you can't see that, a little bit of scuff on the actual paper, but like basically it's really good, and for something that's 5 years old and obviously wasn't wanted for that long as it was sold, something that obviously was shipped from Ukraine to here, thank you for making me pay all that customs fee, EU. It's held up pretty well, and I think it's so sick. I'm obviously going to put it on those walls, and it will be in the background of more videos. Now it won't be a weird one letter, one plaque thing, which it's been for a long time, which it wasn't meant to be, because these are meant to go up pretty quickly, but obviously I didn't make this video so they couldn't. New chapters. But yes, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If I find anything else YouTube plaque worthy, I'm probably not going to buy any of the gold ones. It's way too much money. Maybe some more letters, maybe some more letters. We'll see how bankrupt I go. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I now have the fun of sticking this heavy award on my wall. That doesn't even look like a real smile. Fuck.